What up, peeps? This your boy Glass with Get Witted Sports, a place where you get your sports with a little swag. Taking the time to give you our Week 13 picks of the NFL season. As you can see, my boy Brandon on vacation right now, taking a little me time off, so he texts me all his picks. I'm going to bring them all to you right now. So here we go. First off, give you the results of Week 12. Both of us went 11-5, which means I make no headway on his, I think it's 3-game lead. Yeah. Overall, I'm at 115 and 61. He's at 118 and 58. I believe this week's going to be the week where I catch up with him. Well, it's going to be a difference. Either I'm going to catch up or he's going to blow me away, because I believe in Week 13, this is when you separate the teams with heart from the teams that are looking into next year already. I ain't going to say any names, but y'all know who they are. You got the teams that know that's going to make the playoffs, that's going to win the division. You got teams fighting for a wild card spot. So this is from Week 13 on. This is where all the battles begin. That's how I believe it. That's the way I see it. So let's see how it goes. First off is a Thursday night game between NFC South rivals. Got the New Orleans Saints at 5-6 going to Atlanta to play the Falcons. That's 10-1. New Orleans Saints, they started off horrible, but they're gaining speed right now. They're going to try to make a race to the playoffs. Atlanta Falcons, they 10-1. The one game is to the New Orleans Saints. That's who they lost to. But I believe this season is going to be a split. New Orleans Saints won their game in the Superdome. Now they're going to the Georgia Dome. I believe the Atlanta Falcons are going to win this one. It ain't going to be easy. It's going to be a good game, but I think the Atlanta Falcons will squeak this out. So I got the Atlanta Falcons over the New Orleans Saints. Next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's 2-9, going to Buffalo to play the Bills. That's 4-7. Chad Henne looked like he might be the good fit in Jacksonville for this season. Now they're going to Buffalo. Ryan Fitzpatrick don't look like it's going to be the quarterback of the future. But with all that said, after the dust settles, I believe the Buffalo Bills will squeak this one out. So I have the Buffalo Bills over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts at 7-4, going to Detroit to play the Lions. That's 4-7. Indianapolis needs this game to stay in the playoff race, but I don't think they have enough to go into Detroit to beat the Lions. I believe Jim Schwartz, the head coach of the Lions, will amp this team up to finish off strong. They underachieved too, I believe, Detroit Lions. But like I said, Schwartz gonna get them amped up for this game. So I have the Detroit Lions over the Indianapolis Colts. Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-8, going to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. That's 1-10. Carolina Panthers, I know they're 3-8, but most of their games, if not all of their games, they was close. They only lost by a field goal or a touchdown. Kansas City Chiefs, on the other hand, is a straight bust. Romeo Crennel's job's online, and I just don't see it. But I think the Carolina Panthers with the Cam Newton got resurged from last week when they played the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football, or this week rather, on Monday Night Football. But I have the Carolina Panthers over the Kansas City Chiefs. Next up, we got the Arizona Cardinals. That's 4-7. Play another 4-7 team, the New York Jets, at MetLife Stadium in New York. Arizona Cardinals, they started off strong, looked like they was going to do some damage, and then they in crash and burn mode. They don't have a quarterback. John Skelton, I don't know if he's the future of the team, the future quarterback of the team, but they ain't looking good. And if I feel sorry for anybody on that team, I feel sorry for Larry Fitzgerald. He's a top 5 quarterback, top 5 wide receiver, and you don't have a quarterback to throw it to him. I just feel sorry for him. On the other hand, on the other side of the field, you got the New York Jets playing. There ain't nothing to say about them. The only reason I'm picking them is because they're playing at home. I'm going to pick the Jets to win at home against the Arizona Cardinals. Next game is the division game, NFC West, between the San Francisco 49ers, that's 8-2-1. Played the team they tied with a couple of weeks back in the St. Louis Rams in St. Louis. St. Louis Rams is 4-6-1. Some tell me San Francisco 49ers, they know who their starting quarterback is in Kaepernick. Good choice. Not knocking Alex Smith, but you got to go with the young gun that's hot right now, as Harbaugh said. Going into St. Louis, that's the team that they tied with. I think they a little disgruntled because of the tie, and they're gonna go in there and decisively put a whooping on the Rams and come out with the win. So I got the San Francisco 49ers over the St. Louis Rams. Next up, we got another divisional game, AFC South, between the 10-1 Houston Texans going to Tennessee to play the 4-7 Tennessee Titans. I ain't waste time. I got the Houston Texans over the Tennessee Titans. Next up, we got another divisional game, an NFC North game. We got the Minnesota Vikings at 6-5, going to Green Bay, Lambeau Field. Play the Packers at 7-4. Minnesota, they shocked the league this year. They started off strong. They on the plateau right now. They lost to the Bears last week, which was another divisional game. I can't see them having enough to go into Lambeau Field to take a win from the Packers. Packers can't afford to lose another game. They're a game behind my hometown beloved Bears. Minnesota just don't have enough, so I'm going to pick the Green Bay Packers over the Minnesota Vikings. We have another divisional game, AFC East game between the New England Patriots, that's 8-3, going to Miami to play the Dolphins, they're 5-6. This could be an upset game. I will probably pick the Miami Dolphins on another time if it was earlier, but I'm like 3 games behind Brandon. Got to pick the short team. I believe the New England Patriots that just developed a run game out of thin air, defense getting better. I believe they're going to go in there with a strategy to play the Miami Dolphins. So I got the New England Patriots over the Miami Dolphins. But I would love to see it go the other way. I'm just saying. Next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks at 6-5, coming here to the Chi to play my hometown beloved Bears. That's 8-3. Seattle, they looking good. They showing that they a potential playoff contender. The only problem is they play great at home. They don't play like shit when they're on the road. The Chi cannot afford to lose this game. They're 1 game ahead of Green Bay. They need to keep that little distance between the two. I'm going to pick the Chicago Bears over Seattle Seahawks. It's going to be a good game. Next up, we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 6-5, playing against my other team, my beloved Denver Broncos, that's 8-3. Tampa Bay Buccaneers looking good. Coach Shiano got them playing, prepped up, ready to play in the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs this year, they definitely gonna make it next year. But we're talking about Denver Broncos with Peyton Manning. Give that man some time, he'll kill you. I think that's what's gonna happen. They're playing in Denver. Denver D gonna back them up. I believe the Denver Broncos got enough to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next up, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. They're 6-5, playing the San Diego Chargers. That's 4-7 in San Diego. Cincinnati Bengals, they need this game. This is their statement game to push them into the playoff hunt. Push them. This will actually push them in front of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe, in their division. So they definitely need this game more so than San Diego. Now, all I gotta say about San Diego, when they played the Baltimore Ravens and gave up that 4th and 29. Who does that? I have the Cincinnati Bengals because they hungry. Got the Cincinnati Bengals over the San Diego Chargers. Next up is the battle of the 3 and 8s. You got the Cleveland Browns, that's 3 and 8, going to Oakland to play the Raiders. That's 3 and 8. Cleveland Browns 3 and 8 is a hard 3 and 8. They play hard. They was in the game. They just phased out in the 4th quarter. Trent Richardson is proving that he's a true running back. Oakland, on the other hand, they're using a rebuilding status and ain't trying to do nothing. To me, that's what it looked like. They ain't trying to do anything. With that being said, I believe the Cleveland Browns got enough heart to go into Oakland and beat Oakland at home. I didn't even write it down in my notes, but it's the AFC East division game. This game is disappointing me because usually I call this the Tylenol Bowl because it's hard hitting. Somebody gonna get knocked out. Somebody gonna get concussed. They're gonna be bringing the stretcher out. Everything. This is the 6-5 Pittsburgh Steelers going to Baltimore to play the 9-2 Ravens. Pittsburgh. All I gotta say is this: if you don't have Ben Roethlisberger, you don't have a chance to even make it in the playoffs, let alone win this game. I got the Ravens over the Steelers, but I was looking forward to this game a couple of weeks ago until Big Ben got hurt. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. It's 3 and 8, playing the Dallas Cowboys. That's 5 and 6. Ain't too much to say about this game. Does anybody care about this game? I got the Cowboys over the Eagles. Last but not least, we got the Monday night game. I believe this might be the game of the week. We got the New York Giants. That's 7-4, playing the Washington Redskins. That's 5 and 6. NFC East division game. New York Giants. This is the time where they usually go into that little playoff run, do their thing. They need this game to stay ahead in their division, of course. But once again, the Washington Redskins also need this game to stay in the playoff hunt. Just if they had the key injury, if they had the players that's on injury right now, the key players, Brian Orakpo, Brandon Merriweather, Fred Davis, Roy Halou, if they had them players, they'd be dangerous. I think they got enough to overtake the New York Giants. So I have the Washington Redskins over the New York Giants. And as always, at the end of our picks, we give you the top 10 players of Get Witted Sports Pick 'em and Shut Up League at Yahoo Sports. Here they are. So that's all I got for you peeps. This your boy Glass. Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag. As always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace. Oh, check out my blog. So just have fun. Y'all take care, people. Peace.